We get the post-game comments from Coach Matt McMahon as the Murray Bank post-game show continues. Coach, this was one of those where you were dialed in from the get-go defensively. I mean, it was a tremendous night. I know Nick Mayo, yeah, he got 26, but as a team, I mean, from the opening tip to the end of the game, it was a tremendous contest. Congratulations.
Thank you, Neil. I thought our defensive energy and effort really carried over from Thursday's game against Austin Peay. And I thought our guys were just tremendous at that end of the floor, flying around, multiple effort plays. We forced them into a lot of tough shots. Credit to them there in the first half. I thought their second shot opportunities kept them within striking distance. But to hold a team like that, 35% from the floor, 30 from behind the arc, was really proud of our defensive effort.
Up 18 in the first half, had some foul issues, allowed them to kind of cut it to 11, push it back into the teens. They cut it to 8, 63-55. You ended the game 39-15, just domination from that point.
They cut it to 8 there. We kind of regrouped in the huddle. And I thought our guys did a much better job of making better decisions in our offense. They're gambling the whole time. So you got to make the right play once you beat the press. And I thought in the stretch where they cut it from 18 to 8, we settled for some quick jump shots, and we turned the ball over on some advantage breaks there. And I thought we really cleaned that up, and the 39-14 run was a lot of fun to watch.
Coach, you can't really simulate what Eastern Kentucky does from a full court. It's not something that you work on day after day, although you're breaking down one-on-one drills, that type thing. But from a press offense standpoint, talk about how you have to really execute against that. And if you do, there's opportunities on the backside.
Well, I really like our plan of attack against it. It's the same thing we did in the second half at our place. We sent our forwards further up the floor, trying to create more space for our guards. And then when they come back to trap you, there's a lot more room to operate. And then I thought with our 3 perimeters, they made a lot of good plays there, got ourselves in an advantage break, and scored 56 points in both second halves of the series this year.
Well, the points in the paint in the first game, the Racers had 60. And we were following that stat during the game, and it jumped out early. We were ahead 26-10 points in the paint early in the first half, finished with 54-18 points in the paint.
That's a huge stat, especially with a player like Mayo. I think in the 2 games against us, he averaged 31 a game. But we don't care about the individual stats. We're playing to win the game. And I thought we made him really work and take a lot of tough shots. He's a heck of a player. You're not going to stop him. I don't care what you do. So we want to make sure we contain the other guys. I thought we forced a ton of contested shots tonight with our defensive effort. And then the paint attack on our end, it's really every position. Our guards got in the lane and finished plays. Devin was terrific, six layups and dunks around the basket. Darnell, when he was able to stay out of foul trouble, was unstoppable in the paint. And just all in all, it was a great team effort.
A couple of things I wanted to talk to you about. First of all, the energy brought by Devin Gilmore again tonight. 12 points, made all 6 of his field goal attempts, but also 7 rebounds, had a steal. And I thought he's improving defensively too, Coach.
I'm really fired up for him. He's put in a lot of time, worked extremely hard. He's gotten an opportunity. He's taken full advantage of it. The things that stand out is probably you see the 6 for 6, finishing there at the back end of the press. I thought the lob there at the end of the half was a big play. But what I'm excited about, we really challenged our guys. We were struggling, I thought, a little bit on the defensive glass, and he goes out and gets 6 defensive rebounds. I thought that was a big key for us.
John Morant tonight, record-setting night, 25 points. He had 8 rebounds, sets the OVC record with 14 assists. And before I ask you anything even about this, I want to give you an idea of how far ahead he is of the second-place guy in the OVC. If he had no assists tonight, none, it would have taken the second-place guy 96 assists tonight to tie John Morant. Well, instead he has 14. That's the new OVC record of 256. An amazing player with an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah, there's not much else you can say. I mean, how about that? This is one of the longest standing leagues in all of college basketball. Breaks a single-season assist record, goes over 1,000 points in only his 57th game of his career, and just really impacts winning in so many different ways. Our record over the last 2 years certainly reflects that, but just a joy to coach. and really proud of him and happy for him and all the success he continues to have.
We've talked about, too, what he does individually as far as his stats and the notoriety, but I hear him talking to his teammates, and he's about winning a championship, and that's what he is focused on. I love hearing that discussion with he and his teammates on the bus.
No, you're right. I've been asked a lot, through all the attention he's gotten this year, and deservedly so, what the biggest improvement in his game is. And they see that his numbers are obviously off the charts and certainly impressive. But to me, it's his growth as a leader, and he's really taken a lot of ownership in that. And obviously, because when you're that level of player, you have instant credibility and respect from your teammates. But it's also something you can't take for granted, and he never does. Guys look to him in good times and bad, and we count on him to be that guy for us.
Coach, a lot of maturity on the team. I thought the last 48 hours have a big win at Clarksville. Then a long bus ride, long day yesterday, and but just their focus and attention to detail in the practice last night and shoot around I thought was exceptional.
That's really exciting to see. I think the guys know what time of year it is. Obviously, they know what's on the line. And that was, you know how the rivalry games are. That was a war on Thursday.
Yeah.
And to turn around about 45 hours later and hang 102 points and defend like that for 40 minutes. Can't say enough about our guys.
Well, you'll be back on one of 3 home games still remaining at the CFSB Center tonight in an arena that's averaging 1,600. 5,600 showed up. So we're going to, and a lot of them Racer fans, but we're going to need a lot of them next week with a hot Martin team coming in.
Oh, interesting to see. I thought with number 1 and 5 in the country playing right up the road, I wasn't expecting much of a crowd, but it was full. Great atmosphere. We appreciate all the Racer fans who made the trip. And 3 more opportunities at home. Let's sell them all out at the CFSB Center. And you said it, Martin's playing their best basketball of the year. They have a new transfer who got eligible. Come in on a 4-game winning streak. Going to be a huge game on Thursday.
All right, man. We'll see you on the bus, all right?
All right. Thank you, Neil. Thanks, Kenny.